20 years ago, being a programmer meant something. It was a profession. A trade. A skill. You learned to code. You got a job. You built software. You made good money. You had job security. There were barriers to entry. You needed skills. You needed knowledge. You needed years of practice. The profession protected itself. Only people who could actually code got hired. Companies paid programmers well because they needed them. Because no one else could do the work. Then the AI started. Slow at first. GPT-2, GPT-3. Interesting but not threatening. Then ChatGPT. Then GPT-4. Then Claude. Then Gemini. Then everything changed. First it was junior developers disappearing. Companies realized, why hire a junior when ChatGPT is cheaper? Then mid-level developers stopped getting hired. Then seniors got replaced by one senior plus ChatGPT. Bootcamps promised jobs. They lied. There were no jobs. AI filled the pipeline. LeetCode became a graveyard. Interview platforms collapsed. The hiring process died. Freelance platforms filled with AI-generated code. Upwork developers competing against ChatGPT. Open source became irrelevant. Why contribute code when OpenAI trains on it anyway? Stack Overflow became a grave. GitHub filled with abandoned projects. Dev.to became a graveyard of tutorials. Salaries collapsed. Senior developers making 150K dropped to 80K. Then 50K. Then 30K. Companies realized, we don't need a programmer. We need someone who can manage ChatGPT. That's not a programmer. The profession didn't die overnight. It died slowly. Degree by degree. Salary by salary. 2024 was the last year you could get a junior developer job. 2025 was the last year for mid-level. 2026 was the year programming stopped being a profession. It became a utility. Like plumbing. You don't need a plumber degree. You call a plumber when you need one. You don't pay them well. It's just a service. Programming became the same. You don't hire a programmer. You use ChatGPT. When you need a human, you get someone cheap. The profession that took years to master now takes anyone with $20 in ChatGPT. You spent 4 years in university learning computer science. ChatGPT learned it in training data. You spent 5 years building your career. ChatGPT invalidated it in 6 months. The respect disappeared first. Then the money. Then the job security. Then the jobs. In 2026, there are no programmers left. There are people who know how to prompt ChatGPT. There are people who copy-paste AI code. There are people who pretend to build systems. But there are no programmers. The profession is dead. Not because people stopped coding, but because coding stopped mattering. Anyone can code now. That means programmers are nothing. That means programming is nothing. The gatekeeping is gone. The barriers are gone. The profession is gone. You spent a decade becoming an expert. Now expertise is worthless. ChatGPT is the expert. The programmer was a career choice. It paid well. It meant something. People respected it. Now it's a utility. It's what AI does. You don't become a programmer. You become a ChatGPT button. If you're starting to learn to code in 2026, don't. There's no profession to join. There's no career to build. The software industry will keep existing. Code will still be written. But there will be no programmers. Just people using AI. The profession died quietly. Nobody announced it. Nobody held a funeral. It just ended. The last programmer retired in 2024. They didn't know they were the last one. Welcome to 2026. Programming is not a profession anymore. It's not a skill. It's not a job. It's a commodity. The career you spent years building is gone. And there's no going back. Programmer 2026. Not a profession. Not a career. Just gone.